Hey guys, straight into it. If you have JetEngine on your site and you're trying to add a repeater field into an Elementor Loop Grid, so let's say you're creating a loop grid template and you have a field on, let's say you have a repeater field on ACF or maybe even on JetEngine itself. Well, most likely it's going to be ACF because everybody uses ACF. And you want this repeater field, everything that the user feels to be, let me just open, is that post type? Okay, I think I need to, okay, courses. So I created a post type called courses, and under it, you see that we have some repeater fields. So how do you display this on inside of a loop grid? So by default, most people would just search for this dynamic repeater field that's inside that comes with JetEngine. But the problem with this is it's very limited. You can only use this rubbish item format stuff. So for example, now if I add requirement underscore item, it's going to give me this, but I can't really customize this like with Elementor. You understand? You can't customize this with Elementor at all. You can only just add a few things, and if you don't know how to code, you can't even. And there's some things that are not supported here. So I'm going to show you better way of doing this, and I don't know why it's not so straightforward with JetEngine. They should have just made a widget where you just drag it and drop, and then that's all. They actually did, but it's not so easy to know that they did. And I'm going to show you why I said that. So the first thing you need to do is come over to the JetEngine, go to listing / components. You are going to create a new item. That's a new listing. Post type for the source, you can put it as repeater. You can also put it as post, but I always put it as repeater. You're selecting from your, what is that, courses. Now, where is this repeater coming from? It's coming from ACF. If you created it under MetaBox on JetEngine, you select JetEngine, but I use ACF. Now you're going to enter the parent name of what's it called? The parent name, which is the name of the repeater itself, not the item, not the repeater items. So I'm going to find it now because I don't remember it anymore. So let's edit the course meta. Okay, so now we see the name of the repeater is this requirement. So we're not using this, we're using the parent that has all the items. So we'll come back here and we'll paste it in. And then we'll just give this a name. We could just call this requirements items repeater. And then make sure the listing view is an Elementor, then you create listing. Now, when you do this, it's going to give you a Elementor editor where you can add that same template. You can create a template that will consume everything that was entered here. So for me to explain that better, just add a new container inside. Make sure you set this container to full width and make sure you get rid of all the padding. If you want to add padding, sure, your templates, but then in most cases, I just do this. So I'll add padding myself on this side. So now what's the next thing here that's important? Now you start customizing it. Let's say we have an icon, we'll add an icon. Let's say we want to have an icon first. If you created an icon as part of like the fields here on this part, let's say you had requirement item, requirement icon, you'll be able to pull it in, but I didn't do it in this case, just to keep things simple. So let me just add in a check over here. And then next, okay, let's style this quickly. Just turn this to black, size 1 rem. Or yeah, or let's just, yeah, this should be enough. Now, let me add a little bit of margin for now, just so we can see things better during the tutorial. 100, yeah, that should be enough. Now we're going to align this using Flexbox, center, center, center. Okay, let's add in the text itself. So you would think you should use heading if you want to add in that text. What you need to use is dynamic field, because if you use text, you will not be able to get the exact value. So if you use this dynamic field, just come to source, you'd see repeater field, And here, all you need to enter now is you come here, find the exact name of the inner one. So now it's no longer about the parent. The reason why we entered the parent before is so that the context of this editor would be pulling from the parent. So now we're adding in the individual items in the repeater. So we come here, paste it in here like this, and then see, boring life. So this is one instance of all the fields. What I mean by one instance is, let me go to courses because I need to explain these things very well. The things that confused me for a long time. What I mean by one instance is this is just this template you're seeing here is just for one of these to show. So if you render it, it would do this same layout for this first one, second one, third one, and fourth one. You understand? So anything you do here is just going to be like the template that is used for that. So let's get this to look more better. Get it to the start. Elementor has this issue. Let's increase the order so they are both aligned. Let's see. Yeah, can publish this now. Now that this is ready, all you have to do is go back to your part, this part here, that's your loop grid, and you search for listing grid. Okay. The reason why it's confusing is because they should not be calling this listing grid. They should just call this listing, or maybe they should create a separate one. I didn't know that I could pull this into this initially because of this name here. So now what you just do is select listing, type in requirements, item repeater, make sure the column is 1, and yeah, you get this. So we forgot to remove the margin, publish. Now let's duplicate this, and yeah, you can see we're getting this now. So you can do anything here, it's going to affect all these other ones. So that's how you go about doing this. You can style, you can, just like how you have Elementor normal grids. It's like you're having it's more like you're doing a loop inside a loop. So I think you can go 2 more levels down, but this is how, like most of the use cases, this is as far as I've gone. So you can do all your customizations and all that. You can change the wrapper, but then there's no need for it to do any of that. You can also have queries. So there are a lot of custom things you can do. I think if you guys have any questions, I can create more in-depth tutorials around all these things. Okay. So let's say you have a custom use case, you want to add in something in the template and it's not just working, or you don't know how to pull in certain things because it's just like you just don't know how to do it. Like for example, let's say you wanted to replace this with a what's it called, an icon from here. How would you do that? So if you want all that extra stuff, just ask me on the comment section. I'll make it. I don't like making videos that nobody asks for, so feel free to ask as many questions on the comment section. And yeah, if you have any projects like these that are very complex, you can't solve them and you need consultation, just check the description. You see a link. You can reach out to me on WhatsApp, and yeah, that's basically it. Take care, guys.